Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and I'm here today to do a romance vlog. So I talked about this in my May and June TBR video, in that I wanted to do a vlog in which I read a bunch of new to me romance authors. Today is the day. I'm very excited. I thought I would just jump on quickly. This book wasn't originally going to be part of this video, but I have the Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton, who I've never read before. This is a historical romance. I'm reading it right now for Eurovision-a-thon, and I was like, hey, that could totally double up for this video so that at least I've started it and I've started reading something, and I still have, you know, it still counts for Eurovision-a-thon, which is taking up most of my reading life right now, which I totally super excited, love it. But yes, I am excited that this one will then also help me knock off something for this video. So I just wanted to jump on super quick and tell you about this one, and then I will come back probably in a few days once I've read this one and maybe started something else to tell you what I thought of it and kind of what else I'm planning to read. I did share some of them in that TBR, but we'll see basically how many I get through before. Have a date in mind that I want this video to go up, so we'll see how many I read before then, if I can get it up on that date or if I have to push it back. So we will see, and I'm going to go back to reading this now. Hi everyone. It's been a couple of days. Actually, it's been more than a week, I think. But here I am to let you know what's been going on. So I finished the Wisteria Society, last week. And I really enjoyed this. This is a lot of fun. And it's not a serious book. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit ridiculous and it's very witty, and I really enjoyed that, and it was a great read. It was definitely kind of what I needed last week. And then after I finished this, basically I didn't read anything for this video at all, and I was like, oh, I'll just come back to it. And then last night I was like, oh wait, I want to have this video up in literally a week and a half, and I've read one book for it. So last night, sorry, my thing is, I started The Highwayman by Kerrigan. I read the first 88 pages. Yeah, I am enjoying it so far. I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like I don't even know how to explain it. There's this one thing that I'm pretty 99% confident that is this one character is this one related to this one thing, right? But it hasn't said it. And I kind of feel like it's kind of obvious that it is that. I bet you in 20 pages it's going to be no, this person is just this completely other thing. We will see. I am very tired today, so I think I'm probably just going to spend the day reading this, reading some other things, and just chilling basically. So yes, I'm hoping that this one will probably take me another day or two to finish, so that I can then move on to another one. I have 4 other books that I would like to get to, but if I don't get to all of them, I would at least like to read another 2, and I think that I can do that. Okay, well, I have to go because my cats are fighting again, and I will catch you all in a few days. Hi friends, it's been a little while. So I was very sick. If you saw my end of May vlog, it's all in there. So anyway, it's been quite a while. It's been like a week and a half, I think, since I updated you. So I have a couple of things to share with you. Let's start. I think last time I spoke to you, I had just started the Highwayman. I have since finished this. I finished this, I think, that next day. I didn't love this, honestly. It was like a 3.5 for me, I think. And I don't know, I just didn't particularly feel a connection to the characters. It was interesting, but I wasn't blown away by it. I will probably continue with this series. I'm interested in reading, I think it's like an 8-book series. I will at least give book 2 a go, but I will be trying to borrow it from the library or as an ebook or something like that rather than buying it. And then I tried to read To Taste Temptation by Elizabeth Hoyt. I read 100 pages of this. I was bored, I didn't care, and I wasn't going to sit through it. So, unhold it. Good for me. And then I did move on to The Duke Heist by Erica Ridley. I really liked this one, thank God. And this was cute and it was fun. And I really enjoyed it. It also has like an art element, and I really liked that too. And I think this is going to be a great series. This is also the first book, obviously, because this is a new to me author. So I think there's like 6 or so to be released. The first 2 are out. The next one is Sapphic, which was the whole reason that I read this one. But it was good. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun and I can't wait to read that second one. Last night I thought I would pick up West End Belle by Bethany Bennett, and I think I've got this one and one more that I want to try and fit into this vlog, I think. And this is a reasonably short one. I just read the first 28 pages last night, which was the first 2 chapters, and yeah, I think it will be relatively quick read, and I'm looking forward to it. So it'll be that one, and then I think the last author that I'm going to try is Sebastian, because I need to read her for a different post on my blog. So like I might as well put her into this as well, and we'll try it. And then once I've read those 2, I will do a little ranking of the ones that I've read, which authors I'm going to continue, which ones I'm not going to, and all that. So with that being said, I'm going to end this here, and then hopefully I will be back in a few days to tell you that I finished the Bethany Bennett and that I've moved on to the Kate Sebastian. So I will catch you all then. Okay, hello. Excuse me for a second while I put on my slippers because it is cold. It's been like 2, maybe 3 weeks since I last updated you. I think last time I talked to you, I was just starting West End Earl. I did film a clip after that, in which I talked about this and the book I'm going to talk about in a second, and then the things that I said in that clip became irrelevant, so I just deleted it, and here we are. So I ended up DNFing this because, so basically this is not a spoiler, it's on the back. The female character has been dressed up as a man for some period of time, I can't remember how long, because like I said, it's been a while. And yeah, for her like protection. And she has this male friend who is the male love interest, and yes, he doesn't know. Anyway, I got an undisclosed amount of pages in, came to the reveal of that, and I just hated the way it was revealed. It was so anticlimactic, and I just was like, this is not for me. So DNF'd it. Goodbye. And then, so I talked about in that clip The Queer Principles of Kit Webb by Sebastian, which was the book that I was going to talk about, that was going to be my next read and was going to be the last read of the project. That is still the same, but what I realized in that clip was that, I don't know if you can really see it, but I've got a weird copy, and it like, yeah, how do I explain this in words? It's like the paper hasn't been cut properly, so it's not missing anything, it's still readable, and I was going to return it and get a new copy, but it was just going to take way too long and I couldn't be bothered, so I kept this copy. This piece of hair is really strange. What is it doing? Okay. Anyway, so I'm 93 pages into this, and I think I'm also going to DNF this one. This was, yeah, look, I really do not know how to talk about this book. I've tried to film this little section multiple times, and it just doesn't come out the way that I want it to. So basically, story-wise, this is okay. Like, it's fun in parts, but for the most part, I'm kind of confused or bored. So there's that. Yeah, I don't even know. I can't put it into words. I just feel conflicted about this. I want to love it, especially because one of the two characters are Kit and Percy, and obviously, like, I want to read a book about a Percy because that's my cat. Obviously, that's kind of fun. I don't know how to feel about it, and I think I'm gonna DNF it because I honestly haven't thought about it, and the times that I have, I've been avoiding reading it because, yeah, and I just want to have this vlog done. I'm sick of thinking about it and being like, oh, well, I gotta film that bit and I gotta finish that last book, and it's like, no, I don't. I'm not finishing this last book. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to bring up what I read and I'll do a little wrap up ranking thing. So here's my little stack here. I think this is all of them. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what that is. So let's go from bottom to top. So worst to best. The worst, To Taste Temptation by Elizabeth Hoyt. So for me, this was just really boring and I didn't like it from the start. And so at the start of each chapter, it has this weird like story thing. This is all the like quote, and I just didn't like that. I usually like this sort of thing in books, especially if it's something that's kind of like from the world rather than just like a quote from another book, or like a real life person or something. But this I didn't care. I didn't care about all of this just to get to a chapter. So definitely won't be trying any Elizabeth Hoyt in the future. I think this was it for me. Next, I'm going to go with West End Earl by Bethany Bennett because, yeah, that reveal was just kind of ridiculous and anticlimactic, and I hated it. So, that's that. I don't think I will read any Bethany Bennett in the future. This is the second book in the series. I had the first one out from the library, but I just didn't read it. And now I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I don't think I would have enjoyed that one either. Next up, I'm going to go with Queer Principles, since it is... They're the three ones I DNF'd. So this was at least fun, and it had the character Percy in, so that's always a bonus. But it was also kind of boring at the same time, and I just wasn't feeling overly fussed with it. So here it is, and I don't think I'll read any Cat Sebastian in the future either. I do have one of her books as an ebook, but I don't know that I'll ever get to it. And then we go into the top three, basically, which is number 3, The Highwayman by Kerrigan Byrne. Honestly, when I was filming this, I didn't think it would be in the top 3, because I mildly enjoyed this one. It was okay. I can't even remember what I thought about it now, but I think I wasn't super fussed on the romance. And yes, but I will try more Kerrigan Byrne. I have another one of her books physically, and I think that this was maybe just the romance in this that I didn't really click with, and so I'm willing to try some other things from her, because I know that she's a very popular author. I know that some of these others are as well that I haven't liked, but I feel a little more inclined to give some of Kerrigan Byrne's other books a go. And then this one is so hard because I loved these two so much, but I think I'm going to go number 2 with The Duke Heist by Erica Ridley. I went into this with very, very low expectations, because I'd been reading these other things and I was not really enjoying any of them, and I was like, well, I doubt this is going to be the one that I like. And then lo and behold, I absolutely loved it. So it will probably come as no surprise that I will be reading Erica Ridley in the future. I'm hoping that I can order the second book in this series soon, but I think I'm going to wait, keeping in mind that book 3 is out. I want to say November or something, but that's probably entirely wrong. But it's out later this year, so I think I'll probably get book 2 and 3 at the same time, even though this will be a longer series, just so I could at least read those close together. But yes, absolutely loved this. I know Erica Ridley has lots of other books, and I will definitely be picking some of those up in between waiting for the books in this series, I think. And then finally, of course, that leaves us with the first book that I read for this video, The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels by India Holton, because this was fantastic. I loved every second of this. I laughed at pretty much every page. It was hilarious. Definitely the most different of these. This is, I guess, historical romance with a twist of fantasy, and that's not something that I've particularly enjoyed in the past. I've tried a few, but I've been kind of meh, to be honest. But this one was absolutely fantastic, and I am so glad that I read it. And I do already have book 2. I think I bought it the day after I finished this one, but I haven't read it yet. But I will, and I'm so looking forward to that. Those are the books, those are the authors I'll be trying again. I think this went okay. I found 3 authors that I'll try again and 3 that I won't. So I think that's pretty good, half and half. And that's the end of today's video. I am so glad to have this done, and then I can move on to some other vlog projects that I have said that I would well, I haven't told you that I'm going to do them, but I've told myself that I'm going to do them. So I'm excited to move on to those and to just, yes, hear all of your thoughts. Let me know if you've read any of these authors. I will say this one, I am planning to do a contemporary romance edition of this. So if you have any contemporary romance authors that you really enjoy, I would love to hear them. I may have read them, I may not have, but I am interested in hearing recommendations, or if you have any recommendations for other historical romance authors. To be quite honest, I'm kind of in a slump with historical romance now. I think I'm gonna kind of step away from the genre for a little, or slip back into those authors that I do trust and that I have read many books from already. But that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.